Salute Squad. Welcome to Fly High Productions today. I've got an incredibly heartbreaking story to share with you. This incident has shaken the community of Kips Bay to its core. A few days ago, on East 27th Street, the body of 31-year-old Yazmeen Williams was discovered, horrifically stuffed into garbage bags. Imagine the shock and horror, finding out that a vibrant life was so brutally taken. Yazmeen's mother, devastated and heartbroken, has spoken out, shedding light on the void left by her daughter. She believes that Yazmeen knew her killer, which makes this tragedy even more personal and gut-wrenching. As the investigation unfolded, police took a man into custody around the corner from where Yazmeen's body was found. The scene turned chaotic. Family and friends of Yazmeen, consumed by grief and anger, unleashed their fury as the man, identified only as a person of interest, was wheeled out on a gurney. The tension was palpable, with screams and banging on the windows adding to the already intense atmosphere. While the man has not yet been charged, the community is demanding answers. Investigators are now meticulously combing through communications and past interactions between Yazmeen and this man, looking for any red flags that might explain this unfathomable act. As we follow this story, let's take a moment to reflect on the preciousness of life and the impact of violence on our communities. Yazmeen Williams was more than just a name or a victim. She was a daughter, a friend, and a cherished member of her community. We'll continue to keep you updated as more information comes to light. In the meantime, let's keep Yazmeen's family in our thoughts and hope for justice to be served. Be sure to check out more of Fly High Productions videos, and please stay safe out there. Squad up.
The ambulance, all the while trying to push back at people surging to attack the man. As soon as the ambulance bolted, Yazmeen's mother held her hand, overwhelmed.
I think he's disgusting. He looks like scum.
Yazmeen's body was found Friday, stuffed into garbage bags and left out on the street on East 27th Street just off 3rd Avenue. On Monday, the medical examiner's office determined the cause of death to be a gunshot wound to her head. Sources tell Fox 5 police have a surveillance video showing a man in an electric wheelchair dragging the garbage bags to that location, which led Yazmeen's family to wait outside the building down the street.
She meant everything to me. It was my baby. She was an angel. She was a light. And that light is going to always shine. She's going to live in me forever.
Again, police tonight are not identifying the man in that video, nor has he been charged yet, but the victim's family is convinced she knew her killer. One would imagine investigators are now looking into whether or not there were communications between the two in the days that led to her death, as well as whether there's anything from the past that might raise red flags. We're live in Kips Bay tonight. Arthur Chien, Fox 5 News.
Man who police suspect dumped a woman's body outside of a building in Kips Bay, now charged with concealment of a human corpse. 56-year-old Chad Irish was mobbed by a crowd as he was taken out of the Strauss houses yesterday evening. 31-year-old Yazmeen Williams' body was found on Sunday. She'd been shot in the head and her body wrapped in plastic and stuffed into a sleeping bag. But right now, Irish is not charged with murder. He is expected to leave the 13th precinct in just about an hour from now. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon is live outside the 13 in Gramercy Park. Sonia?
Yes, Sandra, the man we expect to see here shortly is Chad Irish, and he has a long criminal history. This is an older mugshot of him from one of his many past arrests. He has many and has served time in state prison as recently as 2022 for robbery. Now, yesterday, just before 6 o'clock in the evening, friends, family, and neighbors of murder victim Yazmeen Williams mobbed Irish as he was taken out on a stretcher and taken into police custody. They yelled murderer. They cursed him out. They threw punches, and they asked why. Why would he kill a 31-year-old woman who grew up in this neighborhood, whose family and friends loved her, and who by all accounts never had a problem with anyone? Williams' body was found stuffed in a sleeping bag and then trash bags and left with the trash on East 27th Street Friday night. The medical examiner determined she'd been shot in the head. Now, we don't know if Irish is responsible for her death. He has not been charged in her murder, but he is charged with concealment of a human corpse. He's also charged with being in possession of an illegal firearm and with menacing one of the people who was in that large group that swarmed him yesterday. Now, he may not have been charged in Williams' death, but it is still very early in the investigation, and detectives are still gathering evidence. But they do believe that Irish was the man that they saw on surveillance video dragging the body and leaving it there in the garbage on East 27th Street on Friday night. He was was using, the man on video was seen using a dolly to wheel the body there.